As fentanyl increasingly spreads throughout our region, there are new efforts underway to crack down on the drug. Good evening, and thanks for joining us tonight at 10. I'm Chelsea Helms.
And I'm Chad Mira. From new charges with harsher penalties to even searching more of our packages in the mail. All this methamphetamine behind me here, prosecutors say, was pulled from the mail headed for Arkansas. In a KNWA special report, we look at how drugs are getting into our community and what's being done to stop it. People from all walks of life.
When you're a woman on the streets, people will be offering it to you left and right.
Grieving mothers.
When she did die, I had about 5 years of shame and guilt going, I'm her mother. Why wasn't I able to make that difference?
People struggling with their health, simply searching for answers.
Depression, anxiety, and mine started because I didn't have any self-esteem. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know who I could be. I didn't feel good about who I was. I always felt less than.
Drug addiction surrounds us.
I really like to say drugs are like the silent storm. They're quiet. Everybody turns a blind eye. There's such a stereotype on it.
For Dea Kruger, that storm began when she was prescribed fentanyl for a back injury. The skies darkened from there, leaving nothing but destruction in its wake for Dea and others in her family also battling addiction.
The first overdose, it hit us hard. It kind of woke me up, but at the same time, I was like, couldn't happen to me. You know, it's from a doctor. The second overdose, it was like, okay, this isn't funny anymore. And then the third one just rocked our world.
Dea's story is becoming increasingly common. According to numbers from the Arkansas Department of Health, in the past 4 years, drug overdose deaths continue to rise, up 50% in that time. Growing even faster, overdose deaths due to synthetic narcotics like fentanyl, up 154%.
This is designed to look like something else.
That's exactly right.
U.S. District Attorney Clay Folks' office and the legal system are reimagining how to address fentanyl cases. A new drug overdose response team in Benton and Washington counties serves as a pilot for all the counties in Folks' district.
We are looking for any piece of evidence that can help us identify the drug trafficking organization or simply the drug dealer who distributed that fentanyl that resulted in that overdose death.
Like in September, when Farmington man Ethan Driscoll was sentenced to 38 years in prison for distributing fentanyl resulting in a death. A charge rarely seen in western Arkansas until recent months. And the effort to find the source of the drug is also intensifying.
We're finding more and more that these drug trafficking organizations that we investigate and prosecute here in western Arkansas are becoming more and more sophisticated.
A sophisticated network now shipping drugs through the mail from all over the country to right here in Arkansas. Our research has found at least 11 search warrants for packages heading to Arkansas in 2023. According to a search warrant affidavit, suspicious packages like this usually come heavily taped to hide an odor. They'll have handwritten labels and then are shipped to an abandoned property like this. At this address in Centerton where we're standing, just over the past year, there have already been multiple packages seized. In just those packages, investigators found more than 1 kilo of fentanyl. Enough to kill 500,000 people, or about 90% of the population of Washington and Benton counties. Dr. Wesley Northey with Reboot Recovery says those drugs are everywhere.
For young people, teenagers, it's probably harder to stay away from it than to actually have access to it.
That has Dea worried, hoping her teenage daughters don't follow in her footsteps.
I come home and tell me so-and-so overdosed in the bathroom. Somebody laced a vape one day. I mean, Pop Rocks now have fentanyl in it. It looks like candy.
As Folks investigates where the drugs are coming from,
I spent so many years destroying my entire life, stuck in the chain of addiction to meth and heroin use. My family had given up on me. I had given up on me. But for whatever reason, you did not choose to do that.
Benton County Circuit Judge Thomas Smith is working directly with the addicted. Letters and photos in his office tell the successes of his drug court. Instead of sending addicts straight to jail,
this isn't just about being worried about being locked up. This is life and death.
The drug court's 15-month program will put them on a path to sobriety.
When enough's enough and they've hit rock bottom and they're ready for a change, it takes this type of intensive program.
Judge Smith says drug court cases have doubled since the program started in 2013. Transitional programs like Nicole's House are also constantly at capacity.
We've turned away 200 women in 6 years because we just can't accommodate them, and it breaks my heart.
Sandra Warmack started Nicole's House after losing her daughter to a drug overdose.
I think today, fortunately, more than ever, we have resources that we haven't had before.
The prosecution, rehabilitation, and restoration. A multi-pronged approach providing hope.
It feels like there's no way out, but once you kind of take those steps back through, you see there is a way out. There is an end to it.
Giving people like Dea a second chance.
The restoration that comes with the families, I wouldn't trade it for the world.
To make it through the storm.
USPS does have its own law enforcement arm that tries to intercept these packages. To learn more about the dozens of packages it's seized headed for Arkansas, go to our website, knwa.com.